good afternoon, hello, good morning, good night, good afternoon, everyone. Um, yeah, it's been a minute since I created another YouTube video. Like, I'm just creating it when it's coming out, either today or yesterday. I'm not sure, but I'm creating this one right now to talk about superheroes somewhat. The most overpowered superheroes are the ones with multiple identity disorder. If you're a Marvel superhero with powers, or not with powers sometimes, you are powerful if you have a dissociative identity disorder. That means like you have multiple personalities. But in their sense of mind, they don't have multiple personalities. They're talking to different versions of themselves from different universes, from different time periods, from different universes as well. The Hulk is like the main big lead that I know of that had a dissociative identity disorder where he had multiple personalities. Hulk, known as Bruce Banner, he had multiple personality disorder as a kid. There's another superhero, but I now know of, and it was called Moon Knight. I know of him because of the movies. I didn't know of him because of comic books. Yeah, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos who was talking about his comic book lore, which was like, oh, he became Moon Knight after like he was Moon Knight when he was like killing, his whole lore was like him killing werewolves and all this other stuff like monsters of the night. But nowadays his lore is like he's like a god. He's connected to a god who is training him as well as using him to fight battles for him. But there are rules. The TV show showed there was rules. You can't do no like cosmic type stuff. You can only do that type stuff when the universe or the whole multiverse is in danger type situation. You can't do that stuff upon a whim. And the reason why I say this is why I say that people with personality disorder, with multiple personalities, are powerful in the Marvel Universe. Is when sometimes they either don't or do have superpowers that are powerful because they can talk to themselves in another universe that do have superpowers. They are like one of the people who can have a connection to any universe that they want to. They don't know it, but they somewhat do. Hulk somewhat do knows it because Bruce Banner is like super smart, and including like another person who has personality disorder but don't always show it. It's Deadpool, Venom. These are just people that I really see have personality disorder. Venom 100% have personality disorder because he's a hive mind collective, which means a creature that is not one, like, he somewhat has a hive mind collective. Not fully. In certain stories, the hive mind is here and there. In certain Marvel stories. But he do have like a hive mind collective where if he connects with the hive mind and all this other stuff, he can be like super overpowered as well as super weak. Because if another symbiote connect to the hive mind, well, he's connected to the hive mind, either they have a choice of who is the strongest symbiote. And I somewhat dislike like how they have Venom, because how they have Venom is they have him somewhat weaker than the than the cartoon Venom. The cartoon Venom is much more stronger than the Venom that you see in movies, TV shows, mostly movies. That Venom is much more powerful because that Venom can use almost anything to enhance his abilities. He can absorb stuff and then make sure it's a part of his body and freely wield it like it's his own like limb. Sometimes it's a part of his own limb. Carnage. I somewhat like the actor who played Carnage, but I didn't really like that they made him made a use a wig. Like I know Cletus Cassidy had hair, but they should have picked another actor. Like that actor used to have hair. He looked good when he had hair, but forcing that hair upon him was like seeing a criminal get away for me. For me, like it would have been better if they didn't give him hair. If they just left him without hair, just bald, and played another Marvel character except for Cletus Cassidy. Well, I'm not spoiling the movie because if you see in the first Venom movie, I'm not trying to spoil the first Venom movie, but I'm not trying to spoil the second Venom movie because you will see there's one that's after the other. And Carnage do have multiple personality disorder as well. But to say this to its perspective is the difference between Hulk, Moon Knight, and all other people. The difference why I say people with a personality disorder is they have superpowers. Hulk, when he have personality disorder, he can connect to a different version of himself who have this superpower, who have both Hulk superpower as well as have the superpower of being like being like being being like Iron Man, where he's like Tony Stark but has Hulk's powers and Hulk's abilities. Or being Genius Hulk, which is Hulk from another universe as well as Hulk from the MCU, the main MCU universe, where he can connect to that Hulk and use that Hulk's powers. Or he can be like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange's power is by using the knowledge of another Hulk, another Hulk's powers. Each Hulk is connected to one mutual Hulk. It's somewhat like a hive mind, but the difference in it's gotta be a Bruce Banners from a universe where he have personality disorder. It can't be any other Bruce. It can't be any other like person. It can be, but it will be more likely difficult for Bruce Banner because in like the storyline where they show off who's the Hulk and where's the Hulk's powers truly come from, they say it comes from hell, which means that the Hulk's powers is more stronger to connect to other people. The Hulk is like each Hulk variant is like a Wi-Fi router. It connects to it can connect to a different user, and that user can get the cell phone number, all this and that. And by the signal being by the main signal router being connected to hell, made all the information go down to them. And by him having personality disorder, makes it all the much more stronger. Makes the signal router all the much more stronger for any Hulk variant. Any variant of the Hulk, the Abomination, or anything like that. Which meaning that the Hulk can use the Abomination powers and abilities. Like, he can grow armor if he wanted to, he can grow scale armor on his whole body. Bruce Banner can turn into the Hulk, grow scale armor on his body. And Moon Knight. Moon Knight, he can change what his skills and abilities is depending on which personality he takes over his body. By talking to the Moon God, he can use that ability to have the Moon God come into his body, take over, and use his abilities and powers. And he can talk to former Moon Knights, former Knights of the Moon, former Knights of like Darkness and the Moon and all this other stuff. He can gain their skills and abilities and powers. But if you skip over all this, my direct point is people with personality disorder are overpowered in the Marvel with DC Universe. And when they gain abilities and powers, 100%, you are done, you are dead. But to change to another subject, Marvel, hi, me, never have a series have 6 episodes. I see that almost every Marvel series is like 6 episodes. I do not like that. Like, doing the Netflix thing where they have it much more longer is actually way much better. Instead of being like, oh, we have it 6 episodes or less. That's dumb. Because how it's dumb is really basically people can just guess what's going to happen on the next episode. Guess what's going to happen on the next episode because it's going to be 6. It's going to be 6 episodes, so which means that anybody can guess what happened. Well, with and it's not that long, so nobody's going to rewatch it or going to try to rewatch it. Really, the only people who are going to try to rewatch it are people at their house who have Disney Plus and who have jobs where they can work from home. Those are the only people who go and rewatch it. Those people are going to stop rewatching it after they've seen like it 2 times, probably 3 at best. Make it like where it hits the 10 mark. 10 mark or more. Like, you don't do it shorter. And one thing, bring back Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Bring back the actors who played Iron Fist and Luke Cage. 100%. You always had Daredevil. Jessica Jones. Her character, like all those Marvel characters from the Netflix universe, was somewhat forgettable. Somewhat. Like, every time I talk to someone about Jessica Jones, I forget her name. The reason why I forget her name is because they kept on redoing what they did with her in the first season. Tried to make someone good, even though they like the evil villain of the Sawyer arc. And then they make it her fault. But it's not actually her fault, it's someone else's fault. Because she get manipulated and confused. And she don't know what to do with them. They either a mass murderer or somebody who's trying to be a hero but actually being more of a villain than a hero. Or a villain who's trying to be a hero but he don't know how to be a hero because he had mommy and daddy issues. If you bring him back, you brought back like 4 or 5 characters from the Netflix series. No, I won't say 4 or 5. I would say 6 characters from the Netflix series. No, 4 or 5. Y'all brought 6 characters, like 6 characters back from the Netflix series, or 5. No, wait, 6. Because I'm counting Bullseye as well. Okay, y'all brought back 6 characters from the Netflix series. Bring back all characters from the Netflix series. Iron Fist, bring back the actor who plays him. The only reason why his story wasn't that good is because the story. His acting was on point, on fleek, on point. I'm rewatching the whole Netflix series and I'm being like, I like this character. The only character I genuinely like is Jessica Jones because they kept on rewriting her story at the same plot. They kept on reusing it. And the reason why her series died in season 3, is because they kept on rewriting and they didn't know what to do with her story plot. Because what happened to her family members, one of them went to jail, one of them got out of jail, one of them went back to jail, like, they didn't know what to do with her story. Because when it comes to Marvel superheroes, they don't know what to do with them. They can't actually make a good Marvel superhero girl. Like, the only good one that I've seen so far is Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. Those are the only two that they did decently well on. And not make it a love drama or someone harmed me. I fall in love with someone every 4 seasons or 4 couple of episodes. Like, you can make a woman series, but use the male genre. You can still use the male genre to make a woman series. It's simply obvious. It's not sexually biased. It's just people be like, oh, so confused, tossing. But what I'm gonna try to do is when you see the picture of like the thing that I drew, like I'm gonna draw a thing and it's gonna be like the main picture of the main wallpaper of the video. And that is gonna be like either my book series or just a random thing that I do. And sometimes it'll be here, sometimes it'll be there. I don't want to do it every day or every time. And I'm gonna be posting randomly still because I don't know what I'm posting about until now. Yeah, I'm realistically talking about comic book characters and Marvel heroes. I don't hate Marvel heroes. I just hate how their stories go nowhere. And bring back Cloak and Dagger. Bring back those 2 actors. 100%. Bring back those 2 actors. Then you get to bring back the Runaways. Because we realistically need Cloak and Dagger back. Spider-Man, Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, I feel bad for him. I feel bad that he playing Spider-Man. Probably one of the most hated Marvel characters in the Marvel MCU universe. If you don't know why I say that, watch all the Spider-Man movies and look back at all of them, and then afterwards, see if there's like a 4th one. And then look at Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And then you see why I say Spider-Man is probably one of the most hated Marvel characters ever. Both in cartoons and mostly in live action.